Stop.
My no.
We'll call him. We'll call him.
My dad coming for me.
Okay, look at me. Are you listening to me?
Welcome to Fraud Criminals, where we dive deep into the dark and twisted world of deception, scams, and criminal schemes. Today's story is a jaw-dropping tale of greed and betrayal. She defrauded her employer for $9,000 before getting caught. Before we unravel this shocking case, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our gripping content. Let's get started. It was a sunny afternoon in Florida when a local Walmart became the stage for a brazen fraud operation. A newly hired cashier, whose name we'll reveal shortly, orchestrated a meticulously planned scam. Her method? She would discreetly grab gift cards from the store shelves, load them with $400 to $500 each, and mark them as paid, without a single dollar actually being exchanged. But that wasn't all. She also pocketed cash directly from the register. In just 3 days, she had already siphoned over $5,000. The question is, how did she think she could get away with it?
Recorded interview reference PBSO case number 23077-004. Present with me is Asset Protective Investigator Robert for the Walmart Supercenter.
When law enforcement arrived, they were met by an asset protection officer who had been monitoring the employee's every move. Over the course of a few weeks, the cashier's audacity grew. She even came in on her days off to continue her theft spree. By the end of her first month, she had stolen a staggering $9,000. The evidence was undeniable, and the net was closing in. But what drove her to such extremes?
API Robert Gardner, observed a subject now known to me as Lee Doris, loading debit cards up with between $400 to $450 at a time, load them up and then cashing them out the register without actually putting any money in the till, closing the drawer, and then pocketing the card.
Okay. She's an employee, correct?
Correct.
Do you know how long she's been employed with Walmart?
I want to say about 2 months, maybe a little less.
Approximately 2 months. What was the date of the first incident, do you recall?
April 28th.
April 28th. And then when was the most recent?
That would be today, June 9th.
And total, how many incidents are we looking for between that time span? That occurred?
23.
23 total separate transactions?
Separate, yeah. Well, she's done a couple of duplicates on a couple of days.
Okay. But
So I'm not sure that counts as separate or...
It would, but in terms of how many we have record of, we have 23 separate recorded transactions.
Yes.
Where she took Visa debit cards, loaded them, and then never put any kind of money to the tip.
Correct.
Okay. And what is the total monetary value of the loss for the company?
Current total, not including the one from today, $8,449.80.
Now, you were the primary API assigned to this whole investigation, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, how did you observe Ms. Torres? Was it through recorded camera surveillance or?
Through CCTV footage.
Okay. Now, when you stated she put it into a pocket, did she put it into a pocket of like her blue work vest?
Yes.
Each time she basically took the debit card and concealed it in that blue work vest?
Yes.
And then proceeded to walk out of the store with that card in her possession?
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe Ms. Torres? What would she look like? Do you know her physical characteristics?
Vaguely, I'd say mid-20s, maybe early 30s, light brown skin.
Is she black, white?
Black, I'd say kind of like Haitian, I'd say.
Okay, so she's
Or
a black
Islander.
black female, probably in her mid-20s.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have dark colored hair?
She changes up her hair color, but yes.
Okay. All right, but if you were able to physically see her within the store, you'd be able to physically identify her, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if the business wants to pursue prosecution?
They do.
After gathering statements from the asset protection team, officers summoned the employee to the office. Shockingly, it was revealed that she had stolen money just 30 minutes before their arrival. The audacity of her actions left everyone questioning her motives. Was it desperation, greed, or something else entirely?
Walmart, I'll be off the air reference a recorded statement. right to remain silent and not answer any questions.
Tú puedes mantener su silencio y no tener que hablar con él.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given.
Cualquier cosa que tú dices con él tiene que ser voluntario.
You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning.
Tú tienes el derecho de buscar representación de un abogado
Before you make any statement during
antes de hablar con él sobre esta interrogación. Okay?
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning.
Si no puede pagar para un abogado,
You're entitled to the presence and representation
tú tienes el derecho de tener un abogado presente
before you make any statement.
antes de hablar con él sobre.
I have questions.
Okay.
I have everything I need. So,
Okay.
Okay.
does she have any personal property? Or
¿Tiene algo personal en el locker? Algo que es tuyo que pues tú no vas a estar aquí más nada. Sí, no, tú no vas a trabajar en Walmart.
¿Qué me va a hacer? ¿Me va a dar una impresión? ¿La impresión?
No sé. Okay. ¿Tiene una persona? ¿Tiene una bolsa, algo, lonche? ¿Eso solamente, tú vienes para el trabajo?
Mi carro.
En su carro. ¿No tiene nada aquí? ¿Atrás en el locker room? ¿No? ¿No tiene bolsita o nada? Okay. ¿Tiene algo que le pueden ofender a los policías? ¿Cuchillo?
No, no tengo
¿Algo
esas
punta
cosas.
allá? ¿No tiene nada? She said she had nothing on her that's gonna sharp.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna take her outside. I'm not gonna do this in here.
Yeah, okay.
She's an emotional wreck.
That's fair. I know. You.
Alright. Señora,
Sí.
ven con nosotros.
Ya, necesito tu. I'm adjusting her bag.
Yeah.
Ellos te van a arrestar, ¿ok? Sí. Necesito her daughters.
9,000.
Her daughters.
Mis hijas están en el daycare.
Daycare. Her daughter is in daycare.
There's a daycare here.
Not here.
When confronted, the employee attempted to justify her actions by revealing her personal struggles. She claimed to be a single mother, stating that she received no financial support from the father of her child. While her circumstances may have been challenging, does that excuse her criminal behavior? The line between desperation and deceit is a thin one, and her story raises a moral dilemma. Can theft ever be justified?
¿A dónde?
Está en donde la tren, en el Silver Beach. Dos hijas.
Somewhere on Silver Beach.
What time was she scheduled to leave work?
¿A qué hora sale?
5 o'clock.
She was scheduled to leave at 5.
Wait, 5:30.
¿A qué hora tiene que recoger las nenas?
5:30.
5:30. She has to
Yeah.
pick us up.
¿Tienes otra familia que puedes hacer eso o no?
No tengo. Yo solamente siempre cuido a mis hijas.
Yeah, I know. She don't have another.
She said her dad.
¿Y la
Earlier she said her dad helped her.
¿Y el papá?
No me importa. A él no me importa mis hijas.
He doesn't care to the two girls.
Oh, well, it's either that or DCF, so like I said, just the
¿Tiene que ser él o va a ser departamento de familia y servicio de muchachos y familias?
¿Qué voy a hacer con mis hijas? ¿Por cuánto tiempo me va a juzgar por tanto algo que me muestras?
Yo no sé cuánto tiempo.
Alright, we'll cross that bridge
La
when we get
casa
there.
se la va a
Just take
dar.
off the vest and then,
Dame su esto, él va a hablar contigo.
yeah, we'll handle that when we get there.
Mis hijas, vamos conmigo a buscarlas. Mis hijas.
Hoy es su último día aquí y so mañana, ya hoy no trabaja en Walmart mañana y nosotros vamos a ir, queremos que rompiste la ley, ¿me entiendes? Rompiste la ley por coger dinero. ¿Ok?
Yeah, so it's just not, well,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is terminated. Okay.
Ok. Dame su jacket y el badge. She goes by the name Lud.
Lud?
Lud, they're short for whatever.
Yeah, I got her information. She came back with something. So.
Okay, ¿está lista? ¿O está llamando?
La bondad del Padre, no sé.
She's calling
Yeah,
the dad.
the dad.
You need the card for any of your evidence?
Which card?
That one, that was
Yeah, the one that she took today.
yeah.
Please leave your message. Please print that receipt. They might be able to do today on that number. Maybe, so that we can recover those funds for just that one. And I don't know if we'll be able to.
Just try to explain to her what's in her near future.
Whatever you guys need to do on your end as a
You want me
company.
to explain to her what's in her immediate future at all? Like what
For
she's-
you guys or
No, for you.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine as long as you explain everything for you guys.
Please leave your message for.
No contesta, you don't answer? No contesta?
Okay, señora.
No sé caso.
Déjalo, okay?
My dad,
Déjalo, ven afuera.
they come
Yeah,
in.
ven,
Okay,
ven.
I'm top. Okay, one.
No,
first.
no, let's
One.
go. We'll figure it out after.
No, no te
No,
pongas
no,
problema.
no,
No te pongas
no,
problema con la oficial.
No.
Stop.
My
We'll
I'm
calm down, we'll calm
Okay,
down.
We'll call
Dad, my dad
Ma'am.
coming for me.
Okay, look at me. You
Mas,
are
Dada?
you listening to me?
Okay, you-
We will figure it out when we get outside. Okay, I
Are you
promise.
coming for me? I'm coming to you.
Ellos te van a explicar todo afuera, ¿ok?
Come on.
Ellos te van a explicar.
Let's go.
That's hers. Yeah. And that's the card.
Yeah. Yeah, I need that for evidence, please.
Don't you love this detail? Don't you love this detail?
Bro, I was in the clear. I had 2 hours.
At least it didn't work when we had that 33.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. Very nice. Very luxury. Yeah, it's not advertised.
Nada?
The woman was arrested and taken to the local jail, where she spent a few nights behind bars. According to court records, her thefts totaled just over $99,000 in a mere 3 weeks. Despite the severity of her crimes, she was sentenced to only 24 months of probation. Her defense: she did it for her child. But was her sentence too lenient, or did the court take her circumstances into account? And there you have it, the shocking story of a woman who thought she could outsmart the system, only to face the consequences of her actions. What are your thoughts? Should stealing ever be justified, even in desperate situations? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fraud Criminals for more gripping tales of deception and crime. Until next time, stay vigilant and stay informed.